So, we're going to talk about addressing the Dubai situation. I had to watch the video. I watched the full video. It was 1 hour and 9 minutes. Very long video. Obviously, I had to drink some water, which I'm going to drink some more because I need to lubricate my throat. Because I feel like an hour long video, I can't be giving you guys a 3-minute video. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is a violation. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Like, I would have liked to sleep on it. I would have liked to sleep on it and let it marinate because it was a lot to take in. I know you guys are waiting on this video, so you guys, I have to give you guys what you want, I'm gonna just first of all start with this. If somebody attempted to rape you or sexually assault you, why would you go see them the next day? Number one. Number two, why wouldn't you report it? Number three, why are you secretly recording people? Number four, and that was to Angel. Number one, let me go. And to Renee, if somebody is, okay, if you're in the pool, in the jacuzzi, and somebody is holding your man's hand, if it was me, okay, let me just say this, if it was me, I would have been like, okay, he's telling me to calm down, don't make a scene. I would have been like, let's go. I would have got out of the pool. Why did you just pull back? Like you said, you just kind of like pulled back. And then obviously everyone got out of the pool and she was obviously like, shaking and dancing in front of your man or whatever, and you was vexed at that time. It did look like you were kissing, but obviously you said that you weren't kissing, you were you were whispering in his ear. If it was me, and apparently, Renee, apparently you're hot-headed and you can go from 0 to 100, there's no way that I would have, if it was me, there's no way I would have still been in that pool. I would have got out of the pool. Like, if I didn't want to cause a scene, but I was that angry, I would have got out of the pool and my man would have had to follow me. That's what would have happened. Let me tell you that for a fact. Because I would not be hanging around with somebody who just be holding my man's hand under the water. And I'm a hothead. And number three, was that number three or number two? Who knows? Why would you allow that person to come back into the room the next day? And why would, after that, explaining how vexed you were, why would you then kiss the same person that you were so vexed at that was trying to hold your man? Those things don't make sense to me. Those things don't add up. Let's jump into the video. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Emmy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys every single time. The love is real, and I'm gonna stress this, guys, these videos are not Miss RFabulous angel bashing videos. This is a public affair and I'm just giving my honest and humble commentary on it. As you guys already know, it's all good vibes. Sorry, I had to drink again because my throat was getting dry. Okay, so this video, forgive me if it's a little bit all over the place because I don't think I can remember everything. I did feel like this video was more my English is leaving me right now. I did feel like this video was much better than the Blacks video. I don't know why she felt like she needed to address that video, but anyway, I felt like it was a little bit more, she was a little bit more relaxed. Like, when somebody's telling the truth, yeah, you have to, when somebody's talking, you have to like analyze everything, like their facial expression, their tone, the dips, or how high or how low they go. Like, you have to analyze everything. And what I noticed is that when somebody's really like telling the truth, it's kind of like their real voice comes out. I don't know if you guys get what I mean. You could see the passion, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you could see like she's proper, like when someone's talking to you, like they're moving towards you because they don't need to think about what they're saying. What they're saying is facts. But when you're making something up, or when you're trying to be, let's say, politically correct, or when you're trying to make sense or make something believable, you have a lot more full stops in your words, if that makes sense, because you need to allow your brain to process the next words. So that's why I felt like this video, although I'm not saying that the whole video she spoke truth, I'm going to get into that. I felt like this video was a lot more relaxed. Like she seemed a lot more like, do you know what, I'm going to let my barriers down for this moment and I'm just going to say what I need to say. When I first watched the video, the comments were on. However, now the comments are off. I don't know why she switched the comments off. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter because I will probably say maybe 80% of the comments would have been negative anyway, so I don't really blame her for that. I do feel like regardless to whether she's speaking truth or not, there's for some reason people don't like Renee. They don't like her. I even think sometimes even some of her subscribers or followers secretly don't even like her. Like seriously. But that's beside the point. And also she was addressing the situation that happened in Dubai, but in the comments, not in the comments, in the description box, she had to highlight the fact that her and Blacks are not together. I don't understand. Like, are we talking about Blacks or are we talking about Dubai? Like, leave Blacks alone, okay? Like, we get it, you guys are not together, so you say. She obviously dropped a lot of receipts. She dropped a lot of videos. I don't think, from my point of view, I don't feel like, aside from a couple, like the one where Angel was at, where Angel was in the room, where Angel was in the room on the day of Black's birthday. I don't know if those videos, the evidence that she released are substantial enough to stand as truth. Do you get what I mean? I just don't think that it showed enough. And also a lot of what some of the writing, some of the receipts that she was posting, it was just going so quick. It was just like, sis, like, are you gonna give me time to read it or what? Or are you just gonna just keep like brushing it? I'm trying to understand you. Like, I'm trying to see where you're coming from. I like the fact that she owned up to the fact that, you know, they shared a kiss. One thing that I don't know if I have seen of Angel though is her admit too much. I've seen a lot of people say, you know, Renee's not taking responsibility, she's always blaming others. I don't know if I've seen Angel do it though. I don't know if I've seen Angel be like, do you know what? Yes, I went in the pool, I kissed her, I was flirtatious, but that doesn't mean that she can take advantage of me. What I've heard Angel say is, me, I don't even like girls, like I'm not even into girls, like very defensive. What I've noticed about Angel is there's certain topics that make her extremely defensive. Number one, her body. And number two, this whole girl thing. Like, she becomes very passionate. It's like she becomes very defensive. And to me, that's a sign of guilt. Whether she's had her body done, darling, I don't think anybody cares. I think the majority of the majority of girls in the UK scene have done their bodies. You know, the whole BBL thing is nothing new. You've got a beautiful body, your thighs match, and whether you've done surgery or not, it really doesn't matter. And maybe she has been wanting to hide this and has been wanting to carry this, but nobody cares. And secondly, if you have, you know, had thoughts about being with a girl, or if you initiated something in a drunken moment, then I think people will probably give you more credit for that, because I think we're all grown to understand that when you are under the influence of alcohol, you're in Dubai, you know, and just you're in this beautiful moment. It's like you're in this bubble, and we can obviously see from video evidence that she was all in, like, oh my gosh, Blacks, like, come on, like, open, like she was filming him, even in the pool when Renee and Blacks were like all in the pool and stuff. When you're in that moment, do you know what I mean? Like, I think we would all understand if you felt a little bit like, oh my god, like I want a piece of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want a piece of that. I don't think I've ever heard her take any responsibility. So I hear that Renee hasn't, but also I think that's for both parties, and I find that also a bit suspicious. Renee must have said something about a group chat and how she couldn't release her phone, how something happened to her phone, so she couldn't release the receipts for that. So where's the conversation from the group chat? Because obviously if it's a group chat, then all the other girls will also have it on their phones, right? So if you're going to do this long video, why didn't you pull up the chats from someone else's phone? Why didn't you be like, I need that conversation, and pull it up? I think those are the kind of conversations that we really need to see. I feel like a lot of the things that she showed, it was like snippets, and with video, with even like with text, you can not fabricate, but you can alter it. And I think that's what makes it very difficult for people to believe. Listen, at the end of the day, people are going to believe what they want to believe. There's a lot of allegations thrown, and I think this is the opportunity. If Renee is going to get done, if it's going to be the end of her career, I would say God forbid, because I will never wish anything like that on her or on anybody. I feel like now would be the time, for people to jump on that, for people to come out, for people to drag her. And a lot of it, I think, can stem out of envy. I will say this, I don't make any excuse for her, but I will say this, she has been problematic, and I've watched Renee for a long time. I've heard of Angel every now and then, and I think the first time that I kind of really heard of Angel was she did a story time about a fight or something like that. And one thing that Renee did say is she kind of went quiet for a very long time, and she's only really popping now because of this whole situation that's going on. Obviously she does have her business as well, which I believe is doing well, but at the same time I find it a bit weird. I find Angel's story a bit weird, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like a lot of it doesn't add up. Like I said in my previous video, it looks like she was talking to the police, whether she called the police there and then today, or whether this was something that happened before. But can I just say, like, does everything have to be filmed? Like, the police is right in front of you. You must bring out your phone and capture him. Like, what's all this nonsense? If something is really serious, let me tell you something, yeah. If something is really serious like that, and you're sitting in front of the police and you're talking about something, you don't have time to be having your phone out and being so relaxed. Like, how do I know that that's not even somebody dressed up? Dressed up in a police outfit. I'm sorry, yeah, I just cannot. I can't, you guys. I really can't. But the point that I'm trying to make is that you're throwing out serious allegations, and if you guys go back to my previous video, the thing that she's saying, I wasn't going to take it this far. You wasn't going to take it this far, but yeah, a few days ago, you was talking about you're going to take all of them to court, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, they're going to regret, they're messing with the wrong person. Like, so I don't understand, like, was it all a threat? Was it all to scare them? Was it all to, what was it about? This whole situation is just absolutely crazy. What these people need to do is just take their time off social media. It's not like, if you're really gonna do something, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be taking out my phone and posting every single thing that I'm gonna do. Babe, if I'm telling you I'm gonna see you in court, then the next time you hear from this is in court. Like, you're not gonna hear it on me posting it on social media. What? Please make it make sense. So she obviously mentioned about her two friends, Nadia and Destiny, I believe. I don't trust them girls. I don't know much about them, but when she was bringing them up, and the part that they had to play in it, there's just something that I just don't trust about them. Like, I don't know what. I just feel like sometimes people that sit on the fence, like, friends that sit on the fence are friends that I have to be weary of, because it kind of sounds like to me, like, if you're friends with Renee and Renee invited you on a trip, and a girl that is an associate comes to you and be like, oh, Renee tried to do this, Renee and her boyfriend tried to do that, and you believe her instantly, bearing in mind that you're closer to Renee, and to then again be like, oh, we didn't say that, like, obviously we were shocked and that, but we didn't say that. Like, you're sitting on the fence, and I can't be around my friends who sit on the fence. If you know me, then you know me. If somebody comes to me and be like, yo, did she try to do this? Listen, we're gonna sort this out. Like, I'd be like, what? Are you crazy? Like, we're going to that room and we're sorting that out. Like, but the way everything happened just kind of seemed a bit like, what is this? I understand that sometimes we have this issue amongst females and we all deal with it. We all feel like females can't be trusted. Let me tell you something, yeah? Females are snakes, okay? They are snakes. But let me tell you something. What you need to do is you need to be wise, okay? Wisdom. You know wisdom, yeah? Wisdom is the principal thing. If you do not have wisdom in your life, you're forever going to fall under these traps, because wisdom is going to tell you what to do when you don't know what to do. It's going to lead you, not your own mind, not your own thoughts, not your own ways, or not everybody else's words in your head. No, wisdom is going to direct you in the right way. It's not about not having female friends, it's about knowing who is around you. Do you get what I mean? It's about knowing who's around you, because you can't have two friends that you end up blocking, but they're supposed to be close to you, and then they want to now be like, then you want to put a voice note of them being like, yeah, I know, like, I find it a bit weird, and then all they're thinking about is she was recording me, like she was recording us, like, secretly. It's like, now that you're in the situation, they're not gonna have your back. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, they're just gonna be like, I can't even speak on it, because to be honest, like, I wasn't even really there. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, no, it's not like, come on, guys. At this point, I don't even know what else was said. But just to conclude, first of all, I feel like the evidence that she released, the receipts, they were not substantial enough to stand as truth. And secondly, I feel like both of them do not take responsibility for their own action. I feel like this was a drunken night gone wrong, because you can't, I'm sorry, yeah, you can't be going on a trip with somebody, you're in their room, you're hee hee ha ha with them, and then you scream assault or attempted rape. You're in their room the next day, you're kissing after she's attempting to hold your man. Angel also posted how her man liked her and this and that, but you as well, you're there around him like that. This is a mess. Like, this is a total mess. Like, I know some people are like, well, I don't know who to believe anymore. Listen, the best thing to do is just learn from this, because what they both need to do is just stop all of this police and court situation. You're not taking nobody to court. You need to actually repent, and you need to just apologize and just leave it at that and just dead it, because none of you guys' story is adding up. You don't scream them kind of allegations with people that you can go on holiday with. You just don't do that. You really don't. And lastly, Rene also addressed Gade, because obviously Gade did his mix up. That situation and that relationship is weird to me, how it has gone, because I always find how two people can just be in each other's life all the time and then turn out to be enemies. I find it very strange when people always attract problem, but then they always kind of act as if they don't do anything wrong. I just think if problem always follows you and if problem always stick to you, then there must be a problem with you. And I feel like that's the honest truth. For somebody who lives their life and 80% of their life surrounds trouble and issues, you have to at some point ask yourself, what is it that I'm doing? Because you're not changing your method, you're still trying to be and do the same things that are not working for you. And I'm pretty sure that if you try to change your method, like if you change the way you did things, then things will switch around. Like, things will just, maybe Miss RFabulous is not good for you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, as you said before, that Rene and Miss RFabulous are not the same person. So maybe you need to ditch Miss RFabulous, Maybe you need to tone her down. Maybe you need to revamp her. Maybe you need to give her a new image, because Miss RFabulous' image is tainted. It's tainted, and it's almost like that taint is going to, that that dark side of her is going to haunt you for the rest of your life. And if you're okay and comfortable with that, then you can't keep blaming everybody else when trouble keeps following you, because maybe it's what comes with Miss RFabulous, and it's a deal that you signed with. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a covenant. Like, I'm talking real talk. Yeah, it is a covenant that you have signed with that alter ego, and you are not going to be free no matter how much you try to be like, I'm trying to get closer to God, I'm a better person, and this and this and that. Listen, if you want to honestly be free, are you going to choose your freedom or the money? Because you know Miss RFabulous bring you money, but that's not going to bring you true freedom. So if you are happy to choose the money, the lifestyle, then this and this and that, you know, because Miss RFabulous is dominating your life. You wanna listen, a good man came to you, Miss RFabulous was like, no, you're mine. Like, you belong to me. Like, you're not gonna be happy. You had good friendships around you. You know, you had people like Maggie, and I believe her and excuse me, I believe her and Gade's relationship was good. You know, I'm only speaking from the outside, of course. You know, no relationship is perfect, whether it's friendship or romantic relationship. But you have good people around you. Miss RFabulous spirit is like, nope. Until you are gonna be alone, and you can make all the money, you can be doing all the influencing. But Miss RFabulous, nah, bro, that's gonna take you. And you know, and I'm not saying cut away your name or whatever. What I'm saying is that you need to make a serious decision in your life, sis. Seriously. Listen, let me tell you guys, yeah, I don't have a problem with Renee. People like Renee, I've come across people like that, and you know, I'm the kind of person, I don't judge people. I like to see the good in people, and it's not from a naive point of view. It's, I believe that in all of us there's good and evil. I can't sit here and judge anybody. I look at a situation, a public situation that's going on, I put my input in it, but at the end of the day, I never created them people. Do you know what I mean? I never birthed them people. So I can't sit here and bash anybody. It's never about that. But this whole situation, you lot seriously need to stop this whole court thing and blah 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 blah, because basically, yeah, you both put yourself in this pit. And now I know the whole court threats were fake, because you can't be taking somebody to court if you've not even reported it to the police. Like, there's no case, there's no investigation. So when my girl is there screaming court, 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 but then it's today that you want to be posting you're sitting opposite policemen, please make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's not realistic. What I want to understand, and where I'm going to start being like, right, okay, is why Angel decided to do what she done, considering that she went on a trip, and considering that she partied with them, considering that she hung out with them, considering that she shared moments with them. Why would you do that to somebody that you can be around like that, the way that you were around them? Like, that is the question. That's what I want to know. And until I can have a clear answer of that, then I can't believe any of them. Nah. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that I gave you a good insight. I hope that it was worth the watch. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video.